Right.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Plastic Power Podcast. This is Starblast Studios alongside Daredevil 19. No Champ today, unfortunately, because he's got some stuff going on. Not able to make it, unfortunately. Man, we miss you, Champ. We miss you, Champ. But at least, at the very least, you're still here to say that. At the very least, when we talk about these figures, most likely these figures will
only available on Premium Bandai.
But yeah,
And what he
hopefully
what he usually does is, the champ is here, and today the champ is not here. Oh yeah, it's the champ.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. We got we got some event exclusives. We got a couple of 3 Dragon Ball event exclusive, one statue no one really cares about, and then some Naruto event exclusive, which we'll also plan on getting into. But first, before we get into the main topic of today's video, we will go over some of the stuff that we did get this past week. So go ahead and start us off, Sean. What did you get this?
Alright, I didn't really get much. I just got a couple Dragon Ball Evolve figurines. Ooh. So I got the Walmart exclusive Super Saiyan Vegeta, which is alright.
Look at that.
For these being like 5-inch figures, they really aren't bad. I feel like these are better than Dragon Stars.
That hair sculpt reminds me of like Irwin Toys, the way that they have that glowy hair thing going on in there. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
Because I remember
it's not bad.
I remember what's it called, the Monocle Fit with their Gogeta head sculpt. They kind of did a similar thing like that with them there, so it's just it really matches. God.
Yeah, it has like a metallic-y type look, but yeah, it looks nice. I dig it.
It looks really cool.
Not bad figures for freaking $10, and I wish they would sell them for 15 and give us like maybe an extra set of hands and a head sculpt or something.
Yeah.
And then I got your favorite.
Yes.
Lord, go ahead.
It is I, your favorite tyrannical ruler, Lord Frieza.
I love it.
So, yeah, I got the Golden Frieza here. I had to get it. I'm just getting like my favorite characters with these figures, but it's really a pretty nice figure. I keep looking at it and not showing it, but it's a nice Frieza figure, to tell you the truth. It's really not
from what I hear about the scaling when it comes to that Frieza figure, the scaling for Frieza is actually better in comparison to how big Figuarts would make them. Like it's actually properly scaled, apparently.
Yeah, let's compare him to Vegeta, even though Vegeta is smaller.
No, when I'm talking about like scaling, I mean that Frieza to the Figuarts one.
Oh yeah, he's almost the same size.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on, let me get Freezer. Come here, Freezer.
We'll be right back after these messages.
The evil villain, Lord Zed, is at it again. Him and Goldar are trying to take over, but the Red Ranger won't let that happen. He'll stop villains in their tracks, right, Zordon? That's right. And there he goes. Thank God for the Red Ranger. Get your action figures today, each sold separately.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we are back, folks. He's practically the same size. Wow. Let me straighten out his toe. This is
Figuarts
a
FB.
much better effect. Yeah, the Figuarts one. It's so much better than the one we got with the original.
Yeah, for sure. Like with the actual Figuarts stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like they do too much sometimes, and it just looks like a big lump of plastic.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say a big lump of crap. Alright, so the scaling... let me switch it over here. Look, so I'm going to put their ankle... Damn you, Frieza! So I'm going to line up their... Damn it! Damn you! It looks like I might have to do some cutting here. Alright. I'll put their ankles, since he has the clenched feet.
Oh my god, that scales a lot.
They're like the same size almost.
He's like the Figuarts one is a little bit taller, but my gosh, I'm really surprised at how well that fits in.
Yeah, maybe like a half an inch tall, or even a quarter of an inch taller. So yeah,
that is impressive.
That's crazy. I did not. I knew like his. I'm like, oh, he's pretty big compared to. I mean, but.
And how much does that Frieza go for?
You can get them for like 15 at the most. If you see them in stores, $10 with tax.
There you go. That's a much better that's arguably a better Frieza figure than the Figuarts one for that price point.
Yeah,
just because that price point.
The face sculpt's really nice
because
too.
With the regular Figuarts Frieza, you don't get jack shit. I mean, you just get a couple hands and 4 faces. Like that's and so much better for $15. I'd rather buy that.
Yeah, say anybody who missed out on Golden Frieza, because what is he? Both of them are like close to 100 right now. $10 right here, or 15 at the most. I think I paid 15 for mine because I got it on eBay.
And it's cheaper than a Dragon Stars too. The Dragon Stars is too big. You know, so there you go. That's like the perfect Frieza we've been needing. Yeah, right there.
And it's not bad. Sometimes their arms pop off, but his hasn't. But all you got to do is just pop them right back on. But even the paintwork's nice and clean, and the sculpting's pretty damn good too. So yeah, so those are the 2 figurines I got. Now, Starblast.
Okay.
What is the exciting figurines you gotten?
Okay, so the other day, most recently, I know a couple people might know about this. You follow me on Instagram. I did recently get the Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack featuring Tom, Toby, and Andrew. And okay, so little bit of thoughts on the Tom figure. I think it's a little bit outdated, like a lot of people do talk about. But you can get...
Well, like what we were saying, it's just pretty much the same figure they've been giving us.
Personally, I don't have, but the thing is that I don't have this figure at all, like in the collection. So everything about this figure is my first impressions of this, not like from any of the previous stuff. But I do like when you look at it, I do like the detailing that's on there, and I do like how shiny the web gold is on there.
Oh, the web shooters. Yeah, I do like the that shininess does make it stand out instead of it just being all matte. So
it has a nice unique look, but what's unacceptable is that this figure does not like have an accurate mask to portray him like how it should. Like for the Spider-Man 3-pack and how important it is to cinema, that should have been updated heavily, like at the very least.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to keep the body mold the same, then whatever, but at least update the head, because that's ridiculous.
I know. How much was that pack? About $100 retail?
It was $105 total. It's like $80, and then shipping here in California, and then handling or whatever. It's it totals out to $100.
Yeah, and then it's like Hasbro. You guys couldn't just update his head sculpt at least?
No. Now,
like they couldn't have done that with how much they're charging for that 3-pack. That's something that
because like usually Marvel Legends are like regular Marvel Legends are like $25 a piece. So like that would be 70. I mean, I get it. So like I guess $80 when it's online. When you buy the figures online, it does I think bring up the price point, unfortunately, because you're also paying for shipping and stuff. But still though, with how much I think it did end up totaling out to, they could have afforded to give you a little bit more bang for your buck. Now
I agree. Yeah,
I will say that the Toby figure did surprise me. Now I know a lot of the controversy behind this figure is that it had it was the color of the lines. Now let me actually change the type of lighting I have in here. When you look at this figure, when you look at this figure under different lights, like a more bluish light, like I have right over here. The lining looks a lot better. You're not going to always have like this stuff, and I think that the shiny lines kind of give like a cooler like.
It does. It's more. It's not just gray or something, or just white.
Yeah, it's a nicer like high quality look to it. And they did kind of miss a couple of spots right there in the sculpt on the top of the head when it comes to where they added in the paint. But
that happens though.
But I'm
with Hasbro.
I'm really sad. I'm really happy with how this came out, like overall. But I
like it too, and it's not too far off from the Figuarts one either. So
no, I'd say that the Figuarts one is overall better, especially.
Definitely.
Side by side. No,
but I'm saying for the price difference, it's not like that far off from Figuarts. But Figuarts does take a pretty big doo-doo on it. Like if you want to compare them down to the head and toes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I dig the way it looks. But I feel like you're saving the best for last.
I am. But the other thing with the Toby figures, it does have like the interesting. It does have the more, I guess, MCU mistaking kind of eyes, which is accurate. But I mean, everyone prefers the way that he looked in the original movies and stuff. But.
They gave him
This has so much more forward crunching to the articulation. I think is more fun as a figure to articulate.
Yep.
Than an
Are
Andrew.
the other ones?
Well, no, more so than Andrew.
Okay.
He like Toby has the best. Andrew, for some reason, on his ab crunch, he cannot lean as much forward as I think that both of these figures are kind of are tied. I don't think that it's a bad way that they designed the lining of the webs on there. I do think it has a cool look to it. It's different. But with Andrew, they had everything else about this figure other than him not going forward. Like it's perfect. I think it was.
Yeah, it does. I like the colors. The colors blend really nicely together.
Oh, 100%. It looks
that
just
darker red looks great.
Right out
and
of the movie.
I always loved his Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit the most out of all the Spider-Man suits we have seen to date. I love the big eyes on Spider-Man. They just, I don't know, it just looks so dope.
It does.
Like, that's so cool.
You know what it
looking.
is? It's that kind of McFarlane type of feel. Like
yeah,
with
that's what
the artist going into live action. It works the best.
Yeah.
He's the most comic accurate looking Peter Parker, like Spider-Man looking character, and
and to tell you the truth, if you were wearing a Spider-Man mask, I feel like the bigger the eyes, the more range you get out of your vision compared to like Toby's eyes or something like that, you know. So
that's true.
That probably helps as well.
In that sense, it's kind of more
Peter,
realistic.
okay.
It's like you would want to have a mask like that.
Yeah, definitely.
That is 100% true. I like all these figures. Now there's one massive problem, I would say, with all three. That this goes for all three of them. How are you going to include three webs, but not include a hand to hold on to the webs that they're swinging off from?
So
all they come is
they
the pair
each
of
got
fists,
their own
wall-crawling
swinging
hands.
webs.
So this is what the accessories that they come with. So they come with a pair of fists, wall crawling hands, unique ones, and then webs, like shooting hands. They don't have any hands that can hold on to like the webs that they're swinging from.
Yeah,
that to me is silly. Like you're just kind of including these, and apparently they've been reusing these webs since like 2000, like the early 2010s, like maybe 2012. I think is what I was told. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Hold on. All right.
But yeah, enough about the Marvel Legends. I say that it's a good pack overall. Could they have done better? Yes, but you're going to get more value for the money than you are, from the Figuarts one. At the very least, because I just found this out this morning, is that the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man does not come with a pair of fists. The Figuarts one, like it's like they're kind of
doesn't have fists.
He doesn't come with fists, but like their holding hands are like this, but they don't close in all the way. They're not like fists, and so.
Therefore, to hold the web.
Yeah, but I guess they're also trying to make it to where it's holding the web. They're not true fists to me. So that's
the Hasbro. There's no like holes in the fist, or maybe because Weevil Tech does that. They'll give you a pair of fists, but then they'll leave like a peg hole for a certain accessory. No,
nothing like that.
What? Then, so what are all the webbing they got? Just these.
I'll find them real quick. Where are they?
Whipping webs?
Okay, here we go. I'll just pull it out the plastic.
Oh man.
These little doodle dollar store thingamajigs this is it. So you obviously have yeah.
So there's no way for him to grab onto that, which is like what the hell?
Yeah, I mean you can figure out different ways for him to use it.
Like an open hand so it don't come out, but that would look ridiculous.
No, and it's so.
I mean,
you can kind of do it like this. But here's the problem: is that even then the webs are kind of bad because they don't.
Yeah,
stick, they don't
you're putting the curled part.
Yeah, they're all just like a bunch of doodle thingamajigs. So if you want to pull it, you have to hang it off with something. Like here's my microphone, for example. Hang it off right here, and then boom. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only type of webbing they have?
Yeah, all three of them come with this exact same one.
They don't have any whipping webs?
Nope, that's it.
What the hell type of... Alright, that
overall, Figuarts will be better. Whatever you like, in terms of your money, I would say, like, you just get what you want.
I mean, you have other whipping webs you can use from other figures, right? I mean, yeah, you're from the Tobey Maguire Figuarts Spider-Man has them. So if you
I mean,
use
those ones,
you can.
even then, like with those ones, they don't have. So I know what you're talking about, the ones that go over the wrists. No, it's because
Yeah.
we tried that. So the reason why you can't insert the webs is that you know how like the hands go into the pegs, right? There's like that little bigger piece that goes in. It can't get past that bigger piece. So you would just basically be having to break the web or something.
So you tried using them already.
Yes. So you would. So in order to get it to work, you would have to basically sand down a little bit of the plastic right there, but you'd be sacrificing the tightness when it goes into the hands. I'm not gonna mess around with it. I'm just gonna say. Especially because they're not gonna, because I actually plan on selling these Spider-Man later after I do a video on them, but then yeah.
You see this? This is my tin can of accessories.
Yay!
Just random accessories. Look at them all.
That's a whole lot of stuff in there. I bet you got webs in there that's just hanging around.
Yeah, that's what I was pulling out. Like this webbing's cool because it's bendy wire. Ooh. That's something I was thinking about making, but then my girlfriend's worried that she'll be like, that one guy who makes them thinks we're gonna be copying off him. I'm like, who cares? But that one's cool because it's bendy wire. But like something like this peg hole, you see it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You think that would work?
Yeah, dude, make the webbing. Make the darn webbing. It would be great.
Oh, no, I didn't make this. I was going to say, if you want one of these, you can have them. Because I have a couple of them to see if maybe that works. What am I doing? Because if you can get that through the joint.
Well, like I said, I'm gonna I'm gonna review these like the Marvel Legends, and then afterwards I'm gonna sell them off. But I do appreciate it. They look pretty. They look really cool. I think I'm selling them to Blake actually, so he's gonna.
Yeah, this is from the Mezco Black Suit Spider-Man when I got it a long time ago. Yeah, so I just kept I love the webbing, so I kept it around.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So that's the figurines.
That is the figures that we've got this week. Pretty cool overall. I like your Evolve stuff. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the Dragon Ball exclusives and the Naruto ones when we get into that. Yes. So first and foremost, when it comes to the exclusives, we have the. So like we got the let's talk about the lesser ones before we get into the big one. Majin Vegeta.
Yes.
Depending, I guess.
Oh,
Majin Vegeta.
I thought you want.
Oh, go ahead.
Wanted to get Jiraiya out the way, or we could do all three Dragon Ball ones, then Jiraiya.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about Jiraiya. Let's talk about Jiraiya. Might as well.
Yeah, because we'll save the best for last.
They're gonna skip. Okay, they're gonna skip ahead.
Restart what you were saying.
Okay, so when it comes to the new like Naruto stuff, the event exclusive that they're gonna be selling at Comic-Con is the Figuarts Jiraiya. Now this Jiraiya looks a lot cooler than the original one. The original one had problems with the lack of with the improper coloring of the eyebrows. They actually colored the eyebrows properly on this variation of Jiraiya, so he actually looks accurate as he should be. This is the Jiraiya how he should have been from the very get-go, but since this is kind of part of the revival of the Naruto line, I am totally fine with them, like, with giving them some slack here, fixing what they, had done in the past.
And that really wasn't a bad figure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them were really good figures. Yeah, like some of them were outdated, like Kakashi and, the first couple Narutos and stuff, but Jiraiya, I always thought was one of the better figures in the line. So same with Madara. That's why they kind of reissued him. I think what they're doing, they wanted to reissue him, and now Jiraiya, I know we'll eventually get, I guess, 3.0 molds of him, but they also added a new face, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. But yeah, that's something new on it as well. You said they properly colored the eyebrows or eyes?
The eyebrows, yeah. Like they're gray, like the rest of his hair.
They fixed that. Yeah, yeah. Why? What color were them before? They
were just black eyebrows for some reason.
It's like, damn it. It's like if they made a Super Saiyan and gave him black eyebrows and Super Saiyan hair color yellow.
A lot of the bootlegs have done that for a lot of stuff. So it's pretty funny.
No. But I do like how much more vibrant that maroon is, and that green too. Because before it was very dark and gloomy, so it didn't really have that like pop of the vibrant colors. But yeah, and you know how they said there was 3 mystery figures. One of them was Orochimaru, and then we didn't know who the next 2 were, and then they announced the second one was Obito. Do you think the third mystery figure is Tsunade?
I think it's most likely. I feel like it's a villain. I feel like it's another villain that they're gonna be into.
Right, 3 villains in a row. I'm thinking Zabuza.
Yeah, because to go along with because they're kind of like doing a mix. Orochimaru works with both regular Naruto and then Shippuden. He looks exactly the same in both. So if they wanted to do another, I mean, maybe they would do another figure that can also work with both variants. But Zabuza could work with that. But I mean, he's dead. Spoilers. Sorry, people. Watch Naruto. Your fault, not mine. But the other thing that they could be doing as well, since they already did reveal Obito, is that they can have an updated Madara. You know.
Yeah, that could very well be it, because he was what, the event exclusive or New York Comic Con exclusive?
He was made an exclusive in multiple cases. They went to It
was last year.
Yeah, they went to comic.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they went to multiple, but yeah, you were able to get him on Premium Bandai, but
Premium Bandai.
I actually have him, but I still haven't opened him up. I have not opened up that figure.
Oh, the Madara?
Yeah.
Might as well leave them in the packaging, because we're probably gonna get an updated one. Then you could resell that as new, and it'll probably cost a pretty penny.
Yeah, it would
because it's an exclusive too. So.
Exactly. But yeah, pretty good. It's a pretty good looking figure overall. But like, yeah, I'm thinking Madara.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is gonna be the next Naruto figure that they're gonna be releasing? Let us know in the comments section down below. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's finally cover the Dragon Ball stuff. I'm waiting eagerly to do that.
So let's do Raditz first.
Raditz first? Okay.
Or you want to do Majin Vegeta?
I was going to do Majin Vegeta.
Say Gohan last?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
I was going to do Majin Vegeta, then Raditz, then Gohan. Because in order of like what's least expensive to most expensive.
A good one first, the one in the middle, and another good one at the end.
Let's talk about this Majin Vegeta. So... This Majin Vegeta, I really like the way that the overall colors look, especially like on the outfit.
Oh yeah.
This is the Majin Vegeta. So let me tell you why this Majin Vegeta works. Because it does it does pretty much like what the original should have done. It has the colors.
Correct.
The colors are actually consistent overall. It looks more like the prototype of the Majin Vegeta than the actual release that we had gotten back then. The faces look so much more menacing and clean, and as opposed to the Figuarts one. The only difference that I can see people that's really there is the fact that they gave it a translucent hair. Now I do like that they had gave it a translucent. I like the color of the hair, but what I don't like about it is that it does not match with the Super Saiyan 2 event exclusive Goku from last year. So if you were to have those two figures being posed, it's not going to have that same level of consistency as they should be having between the two of them.
Yeah.
Which
is something they constantly do. Like the new Trunks and Vegeta. Do their hair match?
The Trunks and Vegeta, they did not. They don't.
They always. I mean, they tried.
They tried.
It's not that bad, but his is a little brighter than his.
I personally like the colors on Trunks more. I mean, I haven't had Vegeta in hand, so I can't really comment on it too much. But the Trunks looks great to me.
Yeah, his is more matte. Vegeta's more metallic-y or shiny-like. So I guess it depends if you want. Them more shiny.
They're both accurate in a sense because that's how Trunks did. Yeah. Trunks' hair was colored like that when he killed Frieza, but Vegeta's hair was more shiny when he first went up against 18. Or not
19?
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, 19. Or...
Yeah,
18?
Yeah, no, not 19.
Oh, yeah, that's when we first see him go Super Saiyan. That's right.
Yes.
I don't know why.
And I guess you could say 18 too when he fought 18, but yeah, like overall, that's
majority
of the time. So it's accurate in that sense.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, as for but yeah, I feel like still it's kind of frustrating to me because it's still kind of ultimately a little bit more money that's gonna have to get pulled out to get an actual correct Majin Vegeta, and at this point, unfortunately, if the only thing that you're getting this Vegeta for is the body mold, well then. The Monocle Fit has already come out with their own Majin Vegeta figure, and it has
That's right.
It has a body mold, which kind of is how the original one should have been. But I mean that is a third party, and even then you still might have to deal with difficulties with the exclusive. Now I remember there was actually reports last year of the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, where the hair at the top would just come apart, and it was a very common issue amongst the exclusives. So
it was coming apart.
Yeah, it was. How do I explain?
Like
So,
like where something's molded, you could see where the line is. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So let me kind of show you. So like, let's use my Awakening Goku I have on hand here, for example. So you see, like, there's a line that's like sculpted above, like where that goes in. So the entire hair piece would just.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It was coming apart.
It came apart on a bunch of people, and I think it had to do with the fact that it's a translucent figure, and so they just were not ready to kind of, use the plastic, that kind of plastic on it yet, and that's why there was the defect.
But even if you glued it, it might ruin that translucent look.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to use like a special brand of glue in order to get it to work.
Yeah. Definitely got to be clear or something. But that is such an odd QC issue. I never heard of that happening. But that was like their first time using translucent hair.
Well, other than the Ultra Instinct Goku, because they did use translucent plastic, but then they painted over it, so they're weird.
Okay.
But I don't think it's gonna have that.
Yeah.
That one didn't have that same problem because the sculpting on it did not have that same separate parts that go together in the mechanics and whatnot. So
yeah,
it's not the same. So overall, I think that the Majin Vegeta looks cool, but it does come with like that aura effect that Super Saiyan 2 Goku does come with. But I don't know. I think that the exclusive's kind of too late, to be honest. It's cool.
I mean,
might get it.
Out of all of them, that's the one I want most. I do want the Gohan one too, and the Raditz. I mean, they're all tempting to get. It's like son of a god. But yeah, out of all of them, if I had to choose, I think I'll.
I'll get the Gohan and Vegeta, but we'll figure that out after we talk about them.
Yeah. So, but I that's my favorite thing about the Vegeta is the blue. Plus, there's beautiful shading on all of them. They all have shading, and I got fooled. I thought on his feet they added the paint in between the lines on his toes, but they didn't. It was just, it was just how the image was. It fooled me. But yeah, that I like. I think the only negative is if you're not a fan of translucent hair for Saiyans, you probably won't like the look of this and the Gohan. But besides that, I do like it. Plus, like you said, you get the aura effect, and it's around like $70 or $65.
I mean, I like the look of it. I just want the consistency with the other Goku. Maybe they should make another. Maybe they should have just had the Super Saiyan 2 Goku with the same way of doing the colors as they do here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Make them match, you know?
Okay, so now talking about Raditz. I like at the very least, like, with how they're doing Raditz. I mean, to me, it's a strange exclusive, but I know that the Raditz, I had QC problems with that, but I did get it fixed because, the customer service was actually pretty decent at Premium Bandai, which is one of their good saving graces.
Yeah, they're good with that.
Yeah, so
replacing shit.
Yeah.
Or if something breaks, they replace it too. So.
That's good on them. But I like that they included a lot more variety here with the accessories, including, when giving you the Gohan. I feel like they'll probably eventually make like a Gohan figure like this in the future, but having an accessory like this to still go along with that variation of Raditz, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty cool overall. The faces look cool. It's
even though it's pre-posed, the Gohan, it's still something cool to recreate that scene. That's pretty iconic.
Yeah.
It's the first time Gohan showed his true potential, and it just came out of nowhere, and you're like, whoa, what the hell was that?
And even though it's the manga accurate colors, you can still interchange the faces with Raditz on here. So it's So I think that because they took the smirking face and they just had the eyes look off to the side, which was to mimic a manga panel and whatnot. I'm only giving this a pass because it's an event exclusive. You know how I feel about eyes looking off to the side.
As long as they give us a regular face looking straight, you can give that face again looking off to the side.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's overall, it's do I think that addition of Gohan, I mean, sure, it made it more playable, it added more posability, but was it worth up the price as much as it did? I mean, that's all up to your personal opinion because it all depends on whether or not you want to get this or not. But finally,
I think he's around like $75 or so. He's a little more than Vegeta. But not by that much.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, a little bit more. I think it's like $15 more. Now.
Yeah, something like that.
Gohan, I believe, is $95, but it's a very good reason. That figure is a 2-pack, and my gosh, I want to talk about this. This Gohan looks... Okay, first of all, it does sacrifice the fact that we have a regular Super Saiyan hair, but what it does give us in comparison is a whole Ghost Goku using the full Dookie mold, unfortunately, but it being a lot better here because the entire figure is a translucent Goku as a ghost being right behind Gohan as he does it. Most people...
The spirit of Goku!
They know that most people, when they get this Gohan, are having him displayed on the shelf, pulling off the father and son timeline. You can't tell me that you don't have that displayed. I want to say like 80%, 95% of collectors will have that. I mean, I have that posed up on my shelf right now.
When I had that Gohan, that's the pose I had him in. Yeah.
So basically, adding in that Goku not only gives you the option to have that figure posed how you're going to do it anyway, but you also have like other options like that. This is a fully other functional figure of a Ghost Goku. You can do a whole lot with. I mean, actually, if you wanted to, it reminds me of how Goku looked right before he turned Mastered Ultra Instinct. You could just interchange the head and, like, you can use maybe some translucent molds you might want and just throw that on there, and there you go. You have, like, how he looks before Goku started beating up Jiren in the Tournament of Power. I mean, if you want to go that far with it, but most likely you don't need to. But
and I don't think they ever made, like, a full translucent figure like that yet.
No, and I've noticed that a lot of... someone pointed this out. I don't remember who exactly it was, but they said that a lot of companies are going and making exclusive variants of, like, of figures, and like the Star Wars figures, for example. They've been making them all translucent, and so I see Tamashii Nations kind of hopping on that trend and doing it for a memorable moment in the series. This looks really good.
Yeah.
I really just like it.
It's fine. Yeah.
And the Gohan Phase 2...
Yeah, I do too.
The Gohan Phase 2 in particular, rather than giving you the closed eyes one, like the screaming face is actually a lot better. See...
Nice.
These figures...
I didn't pick up on that.
These figures are basically what the other ones could have been. There's, like, no comparison between the two of them because the overall quality on the previous figures, the faces, they look strange. These ones look so much nicer, so much cleaner. This is how the figures should have come out. This is how the figures could have been, like, and I like that in a sense, like, it's updating what was there. It looks great.
One thing I love that they didn't do last time. I wish they would have added one more thing, but they added kind of like the new Goku battle damage. He has cuts or scrapes. Gohan has them now. You notice that?
Yeah, they gave.
I mean, no blood, but still, at least they gave him all the scrapes.
They did sculpt in the scratches, like on the Awakening Goku event exclusive.
Yeah, and I don't know if you were able to notice, like, the shading, but it looks really nice on his pants and the rest of his gi and stuff. It looks really, really nice the way they did the shading.
No, I did.
But yeah,
it looks great. I mean, at this point though, with that kind of shading, it's to me, that's the standard for an event exclusive. You're getting an event exclusive. You're getting good painting.
You got to add shading and more vibrant colors to make it pop more. So yeah, I really love the way this Gohan looks, and I'm very tempted to get him and Majin Vegeta. I mean, even Raditz too. It's so hard to be able to buy every single figure now these days.
That's the thing that is unfortunate, and this is why, like, I advise people to. This is so this is like the back and forth thing when it comes to some of these figures, is that with the means of how they go about making the figures, like, get it now for a limited time or pay the extra fee afterwards, it makes it to where people feel like they have to get it. If they don't like the figure, boom, they sell it for more. But ultimately, like, it's kind of creating this very big market of temptation to where you feel like you have to get figures rather than actually buying them. And to me, that's actually destroying the fun. So even though, like, these figures may look cool, my first impression of it, and this is real talk from me, is that when I first saw this, it's like, oh, it's more stuff I would have to buy. I'm not, to be honest, like, when it comes to some of these figures, I wouldn't actually want to buy them. Like, if it wasn't for some of these, if it wasn't for the fact that they're going to be event exclusive. I don't care about the Raditz. I'm going to pass on that Raditz. I can see a lot of other people getting the Raditz. The Majin Vegeta, I'm still like, you know, kind of iffy about. You know, the Gohan, I still don't think think it's worth it. But I mean, it is $95 going down the drain for this event exclusive and such. And so, I just it is very easy.
I thought it was going to be like 120 or 140.
I mean, if you buy it online from Premium Bandai, it's going to be like that, and that's going to be most people's revenue to actually buy the figures because you know, you know, after these figures are done being San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, they are going to be
only available on Premium Bandai.
I mean, sometimes Big Bad Toy Store gets some of them as well,
but they get it from Premium Bandai.
Actually, usually they have been lately, but then they're going to charge their extra fee, another $20 to $40 on top of the retail price. So even if that's the thing with San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con exclusives, I understand the waiting in the line. I absolutely dread it and hate it. I hate waiting in the lines. Your feet start to hurt, your back starts to hurt. It's like, oh man, what the hell? And it destroys a nice chunk of your time at the damn convention.
Yeah.
So it's like shit. Personally, for me, after you experience that, I said screw it. I'll pay the double secondary market price if it's an exclusive I desperately want to get. But I mean, with these, this isn't something I'm like, drop everything. I need to get it right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. It's not my main focus, but I mean, if I can get a Gohan or a Majin Vegeta, I'll get it. But yeah, it's a shame when most people can't just go to San Diego Comic-Con and go get one for themselves. But that's even if you're lucky enough to get them before they sell out.
And some of these you really just cannot depend on the Monocle Fit or any of these third-party companies to come through and make decent bootlegs out of them. You know, third-party variations. Just because, I mean, I can see them maybe making the Ghost Goku because, boom, they have pretty much everything they need for that mold. But they haven't made a Gohan mold yet. You really can't expect them to make any variation like that. I was thinking of that. And I would like for them to also make Metal Cooler, but I don't see them making Metal Cooler anytime soon. They're not gonna do mold. Most of the time.
You mean Frieza?
Metal
Cooler?
Yes, I'd want Demonical Fit or
Demonical. Sorry, I was thinking Figuarts. I'm like, wait, I thought Figuarts is making it. But that is true.
Yeah, there's no reason to me. I think that for me to be spending $120 on a figure like that, unless it's like, you know, plastic. I don't think it should be $120. It should be like at the most like 80. You know, that I'd understand.
Yeah.
But no, 120. Like third-party companies just come in and take the dub. You'll have my money. Plus, that's a figure you need to army build. I know I'm going off on like a whole thing, but man.
Yeah, it is. And what did he retail at? Like 120? Nobody's buying more than 2, or some people who can afford it might buy like 3.
240 for 2.
Yeah, if you want to army build 5 of them, that's what, like $600? 5? Yeah, $600. So it's like, you're not army building that, dude. So forget about it.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, exclusives, we're always gonna get them. It's your choice if you want to get them. It's not like you're not being forced to get it. It's not like most of the time, usually all the time, once in a while we'll get something that has added a new sculpt, like the Omen.
Yeah,
Ultra
but either way,
Goku?
It's better. It's better for them not to make new sculpts, like for the event.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with the exclusives, they're mainly just repaints, or maybe they'll add an accessory here and there. So it's not like something you'll be missing out on and you're screwed because you'll never get it. But yeah,
unless Demonical Fit comes in and saves you.
Yeah, right. But exclusives is just it. You got to look at it as like a fun release. Don't get mad at it, or because there's a lot of people who get so like pissed off at some of these exclusives. They're like, man, why didn't they make it this character? And it's like, we haven't even gotten that character. Why would you want that to be an exclusive?
If they're gonna do an exclusive next year, now here's a fun thing. if they're gonna do an exclusive next year, maybe they can do a variation of like Frieza's colors from the Broly movie, like how he looked in there with the armor and everything. I think that'd be an interesting exclusive. Just why not? You know, or
yeah, they could. Yeah, they could do that. There's so many they could do now because there's so many figures in the line, like 150 of them now. So
yeah, something like that.
Even Bardock, they could, because I think the green that they used was more. Wasn't that more of episode of Bardock colors?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like that. So you would want more of the colors of Bardock, the Father of Goku. You even got a custom of that Bardock because you wanted better colors and such, right?
Yeah. Or they could do a Bardock with the Super Saiyan hair sculpt too. So that's another option. Another option which I would love. The future Trunks we just got.
Ooh.
Manga color future Trunks. I will beep that out.
What is the difference between? Hold on. What's the difference between the?
Oh, you don't. The colors are just. They just look awesome. Here, I'll send it in Discord.
Okay.
Wow, you never seen the future Trunks manga colors?
I mean, maybe I just don't have. I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Future Trunks manga, yes. It's just a really nice color combination.
Let me see here.
Yeah, let's see. Is it that? No, I don't think it's that. That's from Super. Oh, let me put Z. Dragon Ball Z. There we go. Dragon Ball Z. Because I know there's a...
Oh, I see it. No,
You see? Is this it? Oh, here we go. Here it is.
He has the red Capsule Corp logo instead.
Yeah, and the color of the blue is like a very light blue.
Yeah, that can work. I can see that as an event exclusive.
Yeah, and the pants look like they're maybe black.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be something they do too. You know, doesn't always have to be like. I mean, you already saw it, but maybe something. But yeah, they could do that. They can even. There's so much stuff they can do, but yeah, that future Trunks, the manga colors, a lot of people have been wanting that for an exclusive for such a long time.
That would make for a pretty cool exclusive. I see why people would like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a requirement, but it's a cool design.
Oh yeah. It just has a nice color palette on the character, but. Anything else we should go over? I think that's just about it.
I do think that's it. I mean, they got a statue no one cares about, so I'm not talking about it. I mean, it's a Gogeta statue.
Yeah. Nobody. I mean, if you're a big statue collector, then you got that Vegito, right?
Gogeta.
Oh, Gogeta. It does look cool, but we don't really care about statues. So, yeah, guys, let us know what you think of the exclusives, if you plan on picking up any of them, if you don't really care and it's an easy pass for you. What do you think of the Jiraiya exclusive? What do you think maybe next year's exclusives are going to be? Just like how me and Starblast were just talking about what could possibly be the 2024 exclusives. I mean, we even get the event exclusives too, so we just get so many damn exclusives. It's crazy, but anything else you would like to add in, Starblast? We could wrap up this episode.
I don't think I have anything yet, unfortunately. There's no comments or anything like that on on the most recent podcast episode. So like we did just
yeah, because I just uploaded it. Yeah. So we'll save it for another one.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, guys, just remember, leave your comments down in the comment section down below, so that we will read your comments out at the end of the podcast.
Yes.
And let us know what you think. Give us honest thoughts. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode of the podcast. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And as always, we will see you guys in the comment section. Until then.
See you later. Thanks for listening to our episode. If you're on YouTube and watch the video, then thank you for watching as well. We are your hosts, Starblast Studios, and me, Daredevil19. And if you enjoyed our episode on Spotify, be sure to give us a follow and a rating. And we do thank you. And if you did watch this on YouTube, be sure to give a like if you liked it, and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. And we will catch you on the next episode of the Plastic Power Podcast.